It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. 4 things every young man should focus on to become their best selves. Number 1. Reading. Reading was never encouraged me in school, and yet it was the most important thing that we needed to do for our self-education. Through reading, you can download years and even decades worth of information in a matter of days. Now that's mind-blowing. Imagine like an author, someone who did research about one specific topic for his whole life, and you can read that book in a matter of days and download all that information. Now that is literally mind-blowing to me. I was a bookworm when I was a kid. I just loved reading, and that was probably because of the fact that both my parents are teachers and they always encouraged me to read a lot, and that's something that I really feel grateful for that. And then at the age of 17, I picked up again reading as a habit, consistently reading, and I think I did that because of the fact that I realized that that was literally one of the most life-changing habits there is. Now, number 1, the things that you should be reading. Number 1, general, really famous novels that everyone knows, everyone talks about. I think everyone should read those things so that when there's like a date, maybe like a social situation, you know what's going on, you can talk about like those main things, like something from the War and Peace, like those little things, number 1. And number 2, whatever your main thing is. My main thing is, I guess, entrepreneurship, and then like social media, YouTube and entrepreneurship for now. And what your main thing is, read every single book, every single masterpiece in that main thing, in that category. Make reading a part of your daily routine. First start with like 15 minutes in the morning after you wake up, and then slowly gradually increase that, for example, to an hour every single day. Reading an hour every single day is incredible. Like that's even that I'm not even doing that myself. I'm currently like reading probably like 30 minutes a day because I have like a lot of like school exams going on as well as this YouTube channel, but still that's not an excuse because reading is incredibly important. And then here are 10 books that I highly suggest that you read. All those books I just mentioned have actually summaries on Shortform that you can check out. Shortform is basically books on steroids. Shortform makes the world's best guides to non-fiction books. You can learn a book at different levels. For a 10-minute overview, you can check out the one-page summary, and then if you want, you can go deeper by reading the full guide. When someone recommends me a book, because of the fact that I don't have a lot of time in my hands nowadays, as you guys know, I first of all check out that book on Shortform instead of investing in like 10-15 hours to reading that book. And then if I like the summary, if I like how it looks, if I think that it's gonna add value to my life, and then I buy the book and read the whole book. Through Shortform, you can check out books you have never read before, as well as books that you've always been curious about. Also, for the books that you already read in the past, you can check out Shortform to read summaries of those books to remember key insights, key points. So here are 3 books that I recommend, highly recommend you check out on Shortform. Number 1, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and then number 2, The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. These 2 books are incredibly important if you're into entrepreneurship, business, online business building, like that's what I'm into currently, as you guys know, like that is incredibly important. And then the 3rd book is Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. I highly suggest you to check out Shortform using my personal link, shortform.com/Ahmet. You are gonna get a 5-day free trial as well as a 20% off from your whole purchase. I highly recommend it. I personally use Shortform on my daily routine. And then let's continue to the video. Money. I don't care what anybody says, money in this day and age is power and freedom. You can't deny this. I think it was Andrew Tate who said, the smartest thing that rich people did was to convince poor people that money doesn't make you happy. And in my personal opinion, money doesn't buy you happiness, but a lack of money definitely buys you misery. I personally want to live a lifestyle where I do whatever I want, whenever I want, and with whoever I want. And in order for you to live that lifestyle, you gotta have a lot of money. And that means that I need to become financially free. And if that is your dream life, then you gotta have one pursuit, and that pursuit will be probably entrepreneurship and business. Now, as young men, I don't think we need to be 100% focused on the amount of money that we have. But the thing that we really have to focus on is the skill of making money. So learning how to make money. Start a side hustle, start a YouTube channel, try to build like a small business. Learn how real estate works. Learn how essentially the idea of money works. Learn how to invest in crypto, learn how to invest in stocks. Learn all these like financial things. Like, you don't have to be focused on how much money you have on your bank account because you're young, you're not gonna have a lot of money. Like, that's the same situation with me as well. But what we have to do is dial down the fundamentals. So what we gotta do now is spend our time learning so that in the future, we'll have the opportunity to be earning. I spend 1 hour each day on average just to learn about these things. And I highly suggest you do the same thing as well. 3, fitness. Whenever I'm in the fitness gym, I see some of these like people who I know for a fact that they've been training for a solid long years. because they look like that. They're probably like big and muscular, like they're masculine, right? And I instantly respect that person. And the reason why I instantly respect that person is because I know the effort that takes. And respect is the key word right here. Men desire respect from other men. And I know for a fact, like I'm not ashamed to say this, I want respect from other men. I want essentially respect from other successful men, right? That's the best situation. And I know for a fact that you want this too. You want other men to respect you. And the thing is that respect is not given. That respect is earned. Through weightlifting and fitness, one, you get all those amazing like health benefits that I'm not gonna go into because you know every single one of them probably. And two, you get your girlfriend like touching your arm all the time. Let's skip that. And three, you get respect from other men. Because I know for a fact that like people know how hard this shit is. People know how hard it is to go to the gym whenever you don't feel like it. People know how hard it is to diet and like bulk up and like cut down. And the way people look at me and the way people treat me right now after like 2 years of training is much different than how people treated me 2 years ago when I was like the skinny fat, literally chopstick armed kid. Even after just 2 years of exercising. And when I look at my body, when I look at my like fitness journey, I think I've done like 20-25% max the things that I've done. And I have like 75% of more way to go, right? But you gotta start from somewhere. The sooner you begin, the better. I've made a full like 30-minute, literally, no bullshit guide on how to transform your body, which you can check out from the link that's here or like somewhere here. 4. Fighting. There's something that's intrinsically motivating to men to learn how to fight, to be able to defend their loved ones. I've been learning kickboxing for the last 6 months at least, from a regional like champion, from a champion of like Istanbul. Like he's now a 48-year-old guy, and it completely changed my perspective on life. In the beginning of sparring sessions, I was really scared of getting hit. So whenever my coach, for example, in the beginning of like a sparring session, when he would throw like a punch to me, I would literally, instead of like blocking it, maybe just taking like this and then throwing like a counter, I would basically just 2-3 steps back, boom boom boom, back. And the reason why I did that was because I was scared. And now I'm like, let's go, coach. Like, if I have like a bloody lip, like if I have like a little bit of like sore in my head, it's like, now I feel, if I feel that, I'm like, okay, this training session was a good one. I think every young man should learn how to fight. Pick yourself like one martial art that you want to learn. Maybe it's boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. What other types of like martial arts are there? Like, you can learn all these things. Just pick one of them that you like the most and sign up to a fighting gym that is near to your house. Go up there twice a week, and I know for a fact that that is gonna change your life. That's gonna change your perspective on life, because you learn now how it feels to essentially physically struggle, so that you will get knocked down, and then you will get up and say, yeah, let's keep going. You learn that, which is one of the most important skills, I guess, when it comes to life. I've been in 2 situations where I essentially understood the importance of fighting and being able to defend yourself, especially like if you have a girl next to you, like being able to defend her, like being able to be ready for a physical combat situation, like 2 situations that happened this summer, and I explained them in this video. It's more like an unfiltered video where I go detail on those stories. If you want to check that out, it's there. And the final message, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. I'll see you in the next one.